10-time WWE champion, Royal Rumble winner, WWE Triple Crown winner, pop culture icon for 30 plus years, Hollywood's #1 actor and the #1 celebrity social media presence in the world, his own production company, and he has also paved the way for those in his family to succeed in the WWE. Roman Reigns, we've been letting you get away with this saying for a bit too long without the relevant accolades that actually make you head of the table. But if you want your phrase back, you know what you need to do, right? You need to beat The Rock at Elimination Chamber. So the WWE champion that was coming back to WWE Raw at day one was The Rock after all. They kind of kayfabed it, they played with us a bit, they threw out Jinder Mahal first, and The Rock dismantled him on the mic for 20 minutes, a bit too long, but we move. The Rock finally said the final line of his promo after dispatching of Jinder Mahal, saying that he wants to sit at the head of the table. Roman Reigns has since replied on social media with a laughing emoji. But this is serious stuff, and it's serious stuff because we know we are in Mania season. We've got Rumble, we've got Elimination Chamber, and we have WrestleMania. So has The Rock just laid the gauntlet for the match with Roman Reigns? And where is it going to be? The discussion has been it shouldn't be at Elimination Chamber. The match is far too big and it should be at WrestleMania. And I was firmly in that camp following this segment on Raw. However, my stance has since softened and I'll talk about exactly what I'm thinking in just a second. Right now, for me, the most important thing is that this feud is about the family. It is about tribal chiefdom. It is about the head of the table and not so much about the Universal Championship. What we need to do is make sure everything they're saying is about how much The Rock has done for this family and what it really means, you know, real kind of heart and soul stuff about being a tribal chief and being the head of the table, providing for others and the need to provide for others, and less so much about the championship. Roman started off like this, if you remember, when he came back and won this title, about the importance of the championship and it allows him to put food on the table for his family, but he has soon lost that. He's become the egotistical, the manipulative Roman Reigns that we see today, and The Rock needs to take him back to the family values of being the tribal chief or the head of the table if that's what they are competing for. So like I said, the next discussion is where is this going to take place. I don't really think Royal Rumble is in the running. It's really down to Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. And the talk is going crazy because obviously once you mention WrestleMania, everyone's mentioning what about Cody, what about finishing that story, and is it going to be for the championship, this, that and the other. The panic bells are ringing. That's a good thing. I'll get back to that as well. For me, like I said, this match is absolutely massive and should have been at WrestleMania. It should have been at WrestleMania last year, ideally. I booked a ticket to go to the LA WrestleMania. Yeah, WrestleMania 39, I was there because I thought The Rock and Roman was going to take place in Hollywood. Incorrect. Didn't happen. Now, I actually think it's the wrong thing to do to put that match at WrestleMania. And there's for a variety of reasons. Firstly, Roman Reigns, if a man calls you out your name, wants to be head of the table, you sort that out immediately. You don't want to leave that all the way till April. You want to get that done and sorted with as soon as possible. You cannot kind of come for my title, the name I've made for the last 3 years. You just want to come around and call me out and say you're the head of the table? You want to sit in my seat? Nah, no. It has to be dealt with sooner rather than later. Now, yes, the soonest opportunity is the Royal Rumble. However, we probably do need a bit of build, and that brings us to Elimination Chamber. That is going to be about a 60 to 70,000 seat arena filled with crazy Australian fans that don't see the WWE live in the flesh as often as they would like to. And although a lot of Australian fans I've seen online have admitted that, you know what, this is a WrestleMania match, but they will take it in Australia Elimination Chamber, that's where it needs to happen. Because what other better way is there to sell out a 60,000 seater arena than having The Rock versus Roman Reigns headline the show? You can't call that a B pay-per-view. Elimination Chamber is the B pay-per-view in name, but as soon as that is the main event, this is WrestleMania down under. That's exactly what this is. You see what I mean? So I really think that The Rock versus Roman could headline a show that has a bit of a stench because it's Elimination Chamber, it's the B pay-per-view, or whatever the case is. But let's really make this a stadium show. Let's make this something that everyone around the world is going to watch, because The Rock is here and he's battling his cousin in the main event. I really think we need to kind of get out of the idea of these B pay-per-views, and I think WWE is trying to come out of the idea of these B pay-per-views. That's why a lot of the B pay-per-views have been given stadiums. They've been given, you know, international experiences. You know, now all of a sudden Backlash is in different country, and all of a sudden it brings the excitement back. So we are kind of moving out of an era of the B pay-per-view and trying to make it at least more palatable. Dress it up with a stadium, dress it up with big names. There's no bigger name than The Rock. You can't put The Rock headline a B pay-per-view and confidently call it a B pay-per-view. That show becomes massive. Like I said, that show now becomes WrestleMania in Australia. WrestleMania isn't the only place where big stories should culminate, take place, and everything like that. We need to start kind of moving away from that. And like I said, I think the WWE are also moving away from that. So this is a great place to have this. And then we can still cross the bridge of WrestleMania, because then we are really in WrestleMania season. And if Roman is going to triumph over The Rock in February, then of course, to start off his story again with Roman, you've just kind of settled one family issue. Well, Cody Rhodes can come around and tell him, you know, there's more than one royal family in wrestling. And that, mixed with finding his way onto SmackDown and maybe pulling some other strings, we can get back around to Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns versus The Rock happening before the WrestleMania match, which we still assume is Roman versus Cody, is excellent, because Roman Reigns is going to beat The Rock more than likely and absorb all the powers and everything that The Rock comes with. He's already absorbed all of John Cena's powers, Brock Lesnar's powers, probably Randy Orton's powers by the time we get to Elimination Chamber. Now if he beats The Rock as well, he's got all of that rub, all of that credibility to now pass on to Cody Rhodes in the main event of WrestleMania. And Cody Rhodes should win. That's what I say now. Cody Rhodes should win, and he can benefit from all of that. I really think one important thing that happened today that I saw online was the fact that we all thought, yeah, what happens to Cody? And that shows that although people are saying Cody's not hot anymore and, you know, we should move past, Cody should even win the title at WrestleMania, some people are saying, I think what's important is, because we all thought of Cody, he is still important to us. He is still at the forefront of our minds. Meaning that as long as, you know, the higher ups see that in WWE, they will still be booking him to eventually triumph over Roman Reigns. If it's not WrestleMania, maybe somewhere else later on down the line. The Rock versus Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber is the perfect way to tie up this whole bloodline story, the tribal chief story, the head of the table story. Put a bow in that one, and then by WrestleMania we should be looking to tie up the entire story, or finish the story around Roman Reigns' WWE Universal Championship reign. Absolutely massive news to see The Rock back in, and like I say, I'm not too bothered that this match may not happen at WrestleMania. I was fuming this morning. I have calmed down a lot since and seen a lot of the rationale that, yeah, let's make Elimination Chamber feel special. I want every WWE pay-per-view to feel special. And if it means we have to sprinkle it with, you know, massive names here and there and, you know, really kind of interrupt stories to do stuff to make this big, as long as it still makes sense somewhat, let's do it. Let's make every show an A show as best as possible. But let me know what you think down below in the comments of The Rock returning, The Rock calling out Roman Reigns, and if this should be an Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. My name's Mex. I make videos on WWE and AEW, so if that sounds like something for you, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next one. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and I'll see you soon.